All right, today we're going to talk about the Wheeler Delta Series Compact AR Multi-Tool. This thing is pretty legit at 30 bucks. It has 23 different little tools in it. About 5, I think, are AR specific and does a lot of good stuff. It ships in this little pouch and is pretty compact. The thing's 3 inches by, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch thick or so. The back plate here flips out and is your 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch wrench here for muzzle devices, and then also has a castle nut wrench, which is pretty dang good. The non-specific tools that you get in are a Phillips head. You end up with 3 different just hex heads. You've got 3 different standard Torx heads in there, and a flat head as well, if I can get to it here. Just a standard flat head. The specific tools that you get for the AR inside of this thing are a front sight tool, if I can pull it. So you end up having the A2 front sight tool for elevation. You have a pin punch that's just smooth round punch meant for your takedown pins. Then you've got a couple of different scrapers on here. One is designed around the carrier, the firing pin, and bolt lugs, and then the other is designed for the firing pin itself, and then a few other edges of the bolt carrier. Pretty sweet little tool. I'm gonna go ahead and use it for a second and take apart this rifle. One of the first AR specific bits on this is just a punch for your takedown and pivot pins. Right, so if you've got really tight pins here, that's meant to just get them started, and then pop the rifle apart. Most of the AR specific tools on here are designed specifically around the bolt carrier itself, and so that's what we're going to go ahead and look at. The second thing on here is one of your scraper combo tools. This little guy. The front hook there is designed to pull the cotter pin out that retains your cam pin. So with your bolt disassembled, you've got a couple of different scrapers on here. One is on the back here is designed for the cam pin, and so that's just meant for scraping off carbon buildup. You've got another here designed for the actual firing pin itself. Pretty good one. Another is designed for the bolt lugs, and so that guy fits just between the lugs themselves. So you can clean off each of your individual lugs, and then this surface here between these 2 scrapers is designed for the bolt face. You can actually set it on and rotate there. And then the last scraper here is designed for the tail end of the bolt. Your other scraper in here is a little different shaped, but it's also designed to scrape bolt tail, and then the bolt shoulder here where you get the largest amount of carbon buildup. You actually just center it against it and it's curved, and you can then rotate it around that scraper. And with any force, you can start removing all of that buildup around the back here without really marring up the bolt carrier. So it's a pretty good option rather than spending a lot of time with solvent and wire brushes. You can actually scrape these to begin with and then go back, brush it off, relube it, and reassemble it like normal. I also like this more than using a knife or something else of that nature, just because it's fit to the carrier itself, and so you run less of a chance or risk of gouging the metal on the bolt or the bolt face, which of course is bad for your gun. So those are kind of the specific tools on this thing. It works really, really well for cleaning and maintenance specifically of your bolt, but also for fixing little things that come loose on the rifles. So your castle nut, if it's not properly torqued and staked, your just little attachments, you've got the Torx and the hex heads here. So if you're running stuff with M-LOK and Keymod and other things on there, it helps take care of that. And then obviously cleaning, this is a great little deal. So, I mean, at 30 bucks and little pouches that these can be stored in, toss in a range bag, I think it's a pretty sweet deal. So yeah, figured I'd show you a little more about it.